Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all is well. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. I really do appreciate it. If you're absolutely addicted to the game of basketball like I am, make sure you click that red subscribe button down below and even put that post notification bell on so you do not miss future content on this channel. And maybe you enjoy this video, so why not smash that like button? And today, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite rookies when it comes to the 2022 NBA draft class, and his name is Bennedict Mathurin. He was taken with the 6th overall pick out of Arizona by the Indiana Pacers, and I loved him coming out of Arizona. I wanted my New York Knicks to trade up for him, and he's just made an impact right away, and he's just added so much upside to this Indiana Pacers team. You know, they have no more Brogdon, they have no more Sabonis. They decided to get out of this mediocrity tier and try to build a longevity consistent winner with so much upside, and they're off to a great start with Tyrese Halliburton, with the Jalen Smith. You have Bennedict Mathurin that's playing at an all-time high. Buddy Hield, that may not be there moving forward because Bennedict Mathurin is probably going to be a starter moving forward when it comes to the future. He's playing at a decent level. Like, you got to give credit to Miles Turner. He's having a very solid season. Just credit to everyone when it comes to the Pacers. The Pacers, as of right now, are a top 5 seed in the Eastern Conference. Do I think that's going to hold up? Maybe not, but they're playing very high-quality basketball, and I think it can because Tyrese Halliburton has one of the highest basketball IQs in the game, but it comes down to the defense as well. When it comes to that pairing, they still have work to do defensively, but offensively, they are absolutely electric. So I love the situation that Bennedict Mathurin has been put in and the way Rick Carlisle has really treated his situation. You see he's one of the best players coming out of college basketball. He was an absolute stud at Arizona. He's still a stud in the NBA. He's taken with the 6th overall pick in the lottery, gets paid all this money, and you're just going to think, one of the best players in college basketball, lottery pick, 6th overall pick, right off the bat, he's going to start. Buddy Hield's a very solid player, but he's not a part of the future. We're building towards the future, and let's start a guy, Bennedict Mathurin. But Rick Carlisle was like, no, we're setting a culture here. We're not just going to hand him minutes. Bennedict Mathurin may be the better player right now, or he may have more talent, more upside, but we're trying to start the more experienced player, and we're still going to give Bennedict Mathurin valuable minutes. He just may not be starting, and I just think it's a great way to see how he responds to adversity. You're a beast in college basketball. You get paid all this money. You're the 6th overall pick. Are you going to complain? Are you going to bitch? Are you going to do all that if, like, we put you coming off the bench? But no, he has a great attitude. He has this moxie. He has this confidence to him, and if you're truly legit like that, any type of opportunity, you're going to thrive, because some fans think starting is just the only opportunity. No, if you get 8 minutes, if you get 9 minutes coming off the bench, you make the most of that opportunity. And he's done that since day one when it's come to the NBA preseason. And I believe his preseason debut was actually against my New York Knicks, or at least early on. Comes off the bench, draws fouls, causes so much trouble to the New York Knicks when it comes to just finishing in the basket, drawing fouls. I remember Tyrese Halliburton making jokes. You're not going to get those calls in the NBA when he was talking to him in training camp. And he's done a very good job drawing fouls. And he's been very efficient finishing at the basket, as he's shooting 61% when it comes to the interior from 0 to 3 feet. So he's been very efficient finishing in the basket. Finishing at the basket, and you see his athleticism, you see his hang time, you see the adjustments in the air by him, you see his body control. It is legit. It is absolutely off the charts. One of my favorite moves. So he's right-handed. He's going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. He does a really good job splitting the defense, hangs in the air, reverses, uses his left hand on the other end, using the backboard and rim for protection. I was like, that is some special shit. Yes, he doesn't do this reverse and finish with the left hand like every game, but he has one of those special drives every game that I'm like, he has it. And he plays with so much emotion. He plays with so much moxie. He plays with so much confidence. And I love this dude, especially after the LeBron comment, as I have it here in quote. I don't think anybody is better than me. LeBron's going to have to show me he's better than me. Obviously, he's not better than LeBron. Like, obviously. But he went on to come out and say, after the Pacers actually beat the Lakers in a come-behind victory, Bennedict Mathurin actually had more points than LeBron James. I'm not saying he's better than LeBron James, but he came out and said that LeBron James, to him, is the best player in the game, or it's just the best player of all time. But, like, it just shows my confidence. Like, I'm just telling you guys how much confidence I have in myself. I really believe in myself, and you got to have that I don't give an F mentality. Like, you have to have, like, this don't F with me, like, type of mentality, like I said, if you want to be one of the greatest. You have to be mentally tough, and he is mentally tough. He's not afraid of the big moment. He doesn't play with any anxiety when he's out there on the basketball floor. I love the way Bennedict Mathurin plays basketball. Obviously, he still has work to do in certain departments, such as defense. He has quick, active hands, but from a discipline standpoint, he still needs to recognize when guys are cutting back door, when there's switches, there still has to be communication. Like, Tyrese Halliburton and Bennedict Mathurin are one of the best forces offensively when it comes to that backcourt when they're out there on the basketball floor, but they still have work to do when it comes to defensively as well. But yes, him finishing at the basket, drawing fouls, his hip work in the air, his ability to just finish at the basket is absolutely off the charts. And in transition, he is someone that's hard to stop because he's so fast, because he's so shifty, because he's so athletic. And he may not always have these posters, but when he gets to the rim, his head's nearly near the rim. He does a good job protecting the ball, and it's easy for him to finish because he is such a burst. So he has the burst, he has the craftiness, he has his herky-jerky style of play to really split the defense and work down the lane. And he's shooting very efficient from beyond the arc. On 5 attempts, he's shooting 40% from 3. Credit to him for knocking down his shots, really getting these reps in, and really working on his game when it comes to practice. But credit to Tyrese Haliburton as well. Tyrese Haliburton and Bennedict Mathurin complement each other so well. You have Mathurin's speed, his ability to score the ball, but then you have Haliburton, who's capable of scoring the ball as well, but he's a distributor of the basketball that plays at this very balanced and mature pace, so he gets the defense to collapse, and he does a really good job setting Mathurin up for easy shots. He's good mechanics, and he's not afraid to hit. He's not afraid to take big shots in big-time moments, and he's someone that's, like, scrappy. Like, he gets in the teeth of the defense. He gets into, like, what's going on. Like, if there's kind of just a scrappy play and someone's trying to, like, cause a jump ball, he's getting in there and trying to get the basketball. He's always involved in the action. That's what I really love about Bennedict Mathurin's game. He's just an absolute gamer. He wants to win. He plays with so much emotion. After hitting a huge 3, I'll put it on the screen, he's screaming. Huge drive at the basket, just screaming. He plays with so much emotion. He truly loves the game of basketball. You look at his stats right here. This is coming off the bench. He's still getting very quality minutes, though. He's pretty much getting starters' minutes coming off the bench. So he's averaging 19.2 points per game. He's shooting 81% from the free throw line, getting there 6 times per game, which is very good for a rookie. And you take a look at the three-pointers, like I said, on 5.7 attempts from beyond the arc, he's shooting 40%. From the overall field, he is shooting 43% from the field on 13.7 shot attempts. This is in 28 minutes. He's averaging 4 rebounds. He's averaging an assist, 0.6 steals, 28 minutes coming off the bench. And he's someone that he follows his own shot as well. So he could break down the defense, and maybe he misses a gimme, but he has a lethal second jump as well. So he could put it up and in or give his team a second chance opportunity. I do think he has ways to go when it comes to distributing the basketball. Sometimes he could have tunnel vision, force a shot, or not notice someone open outside on the perimeter or cutting. But I guess that's the value of having Haliburton, that it's okay that he's not a really lethal passer of the basketball, or at least a good one, because you could see, I'm not gonna say he's terrible, because I feel like he does see things at times, but it's just he doesn't make the necessarily the right pass. Like, if you need a chest pass in that situation, he'll sometimes throw a bounce pass, or he doesn't throw a bounce pass in a situation that you should throw a bounce pass. He sees things, but then there's moments he doesn't see things. I do think there's an inconsistency there, but he has Haliburton that's gonna set him up, and he's a lethal, one of the best passers in the game, so he does kind of get a pass. He's not necessarily a bad, he doesn't have bad awareness out there on the floor, but just sometimes he has tunnel vision, I should say. I didn't mean to put too much emphasis into that, but defensively, he still needs to take the next step there. He has quick feet, he's athletic, which is going to help him there. He's strong as shit, but I just think it comes down to the IQ side of things, because he does have very quick feet. But he's someone that's going to crash the glass. He's someone that's going to give his team second chance opportunities. He's someone that's always going to look to just come up with these huge plays for his basketball team, and he's not a selfish player at all. And he does a good job utilizing his athleticism. You got to give credit to Tyrese Haliburton. You got to give credit to Rick Carlisle. We know Haliburton has some of the best vision out there on the floor. So they have Mathurin cutting back door. They have him constantly moving within the flow of the offense, which you need with someone that is athletic and relies so much off of energy. And they do a really good job finding him cutting, using his athleticism, pushing the ball in transition, getting him the easy buckets there. I've just absolutely loved watching Bennedict Mathurin play the game of basketball. I'm very interested to see what he's going to look like in a starting role, if that's next season, because if they continue to win games, they're going to stick with what's working. And the most interesting part of this, though, is how is he going to look as a starter, because he's coming off the bench, but he's getting starters minutes, 28 minutes. So not like he's not going up against starters. He's going up against some of the best players in the league when it comes to starters as well. But it's just one of those things that it's just there's a different feel when it comes to off the bench versus starting. So I wonder how that's going to look, but I think he's going to be completely fine. But he's coming off the bench, getting starters minutes. He's playing with a chip on his shoulder no matter what, which I love. I'm rooting for him. Really looking forward to seeing what he's going to continue to do this season. One Rookie of the Month. Congratulations to Jalen Williams for the Thunder as well. May have a video on him. Thank you guys so much for the great amount of support. Peace out, y'all.